90.3 WHPC now presents Law You Should Know. The law affects every aspect of our lives, our home, our jobs, and our recreational activities. Now, learn about the law and how to protect yourself against the loss of your liberty or property, and learn how to stand up for your rights and seek compensation when you have been wronged. Your host for Law You Should Know is attorney Kenneth J. Landau, a past dean of the Nassau Academy of Law, and frequently lectures to lawyers on ethics and avoiding problems with clients, and to the public on how to choose and use lawyers. This is Law You Should Know on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC.
Hi, this is Ken Landau, and welcome to Law You Should Know. As part of our wellness series for lawyers, we're having a special program today about meditation, and our guide to the journey is Sultan Deniz, and she's a meditation, a bit life and business meditation coach, and she's going to demonstrate some actual easy-to-do meditations that lawyers and others can do in the course of their day to reduce their stress. And we'll talk about why meditation works and how it can help lawyers and others to be less stressed. Sultan, welcome to Law You Should Know.
Thank you so much, and thank you for inviting me here. I very much appreciate it. I'm very honored, and I'm super happy to share some of these powerful tools with you.
And I want our listeners to recognize that they are a powerful tool that work for millions of people around the world, including lawyers. If we feel anxious or depressed or burnt out, how does meditation help us?
It helps us in so many ways. It's a key changer. It's a life changer. Just one, two sentences up front. I was a banker myself for more than 14 years. And I was, before I was working for lawyers as well, 2 to 3 years. So I know how the culture is in these industries. And I used meditation to change my life. I started to comfort myself, to find balance, to balance my stress. And it went way beyond. It is really a key changer for all, game changer for all areas of life. And all we need to do is just find a start, keep it up every day with the time that you find to invest. And one last sentence before we dive in a little bit more. It's possible to do it everywhere. I did it while I was still in banking. I did it before meetings, on the plane, in the train, next to my boss. So it is possible to integrate it.
And Sultan, are you ready to start us out with a meditation? And I'm inviting our listeners to record it if they want, so they can use it on a daily basis. And you, of course, will give us some ideas, on ways to use it in the course of our day and the course of our week.
I'm super happy to. And let's start with a short guided meditation, because all that you need to do is just be present and just press play later. So if you are ready, close your eyes. If you want, you can put your right hand on your heart center, left hand over your belly. That is the way that we get into contact with ourselves, what we rarely do during the day. And it's absolutely fine. You start feeling yourself from head to toe, and you start focusing on your breath. That is all that counts right now. Feel how your breath flows in your nose and gently out your nose. Take that time, and all the thoughts that are coming and might judge as well, they are part of this right now. Just allow the thoughts to come and go as well. Even if they might increase, that's all fine. Everything is fine. You just continue breathing in your nose and gently out your nose. With every inhale, you naturally receive new energy, clarity, calm. With every exhale, you let go. It just happens for you. There's nothing you need to do. Just be present, Stay here with eyes closed. If your thoughts continue to come up, that's fine. It is a part of the process. You just come back with your focus to your breath. You find your own rhythm of breathing whilst I am speaking. Your breath becomes more calm, slows down as you breathe in and out. With every inhale from head to toe, you get exactly what you need right here and now. Just works naturally for you, nothing you need to reflect on or think about. With every exhale, you release those heavy thoughts, heavy burden. It just happens for you. Don't force, just breathe. You don't need to do anything else than breathing. Keep breathing in your own rhythm and you feel yourself whilst you're sitting here with eyes closed. In your nose, new energy and everything that you need, and with your exhale, you gently let go. Your breath becomes more calm, slows down. Your system adjusts and you are allowed to let go right now. Your thoughts come and go. That is part of this game right now. With every day that you practice, your thoughts will become more and more quiet. Breathe in. Feel yourself from head to toe. I am peace. I am calm. I am stable. I am clear. I am everything that I need right now. I am safe. I breathe in new energy, and with the next exhale, you breathe out everything else. One more time, breathe in. Just happens for you. Regardless of what your thoughts might say, breathe out, you let go. And one more time, inhale and exhale. With the next inhale, you feel yourself again from head to toe as you're sitting here and maybe at home, maybe at work, at your desk. And with the next inhale, exhale, or the next breath, you decide when you are ready with one of the next inhales and exhales, you gently open your eyes. And when you do so, you are back here and now, and you feel yourself from head to toe. You are back.
Thank you. I hope that brought our listeners to a better place. And can that kind of meditation be done several times a day or when someone feels stressed?
100%. And it is even enough if they start doing this once a day, that will already shift things for them. It's important to keep it up. If possible, do it. I rather have them do it every day, 3 minutes, and keeping it up. That will do the work for them. And if at the beginning they feel like, oh, I want to do it 2 times, or if they feel, oh, I feel stressed, maybe I'll pull out that meditation one more time, please go ahead and do it. It really works wonders.
And if anyone missed it, it's available at our podcast of this show at nccradio.org. In case you want it for yourself, you want to tell someone else about it, I'll give that later in the show. And we also will do a shorter actual meditation, 1 or 2 shorter ones later in the show. So How else can, that help? Doing a meditation in a person's daily life or business, how can that help them physically and mentally and every other way?
It helps them in every possible way. It creates safety in a world that is not as safe as we were used to. And it was already, like, if we consider the business environment, it was already very stressful before. And now with COVID and post-COVID, we are facing more stress factors. And we are longing for safety elements. And this gives safety. And on mental health level, it stabilizes our mental health. It balances out the overall health. Up to it can prevent potential physical illnesses that we otherwise might receive. Like, take, for example, the simple example of blood pressure. When you learn to meditate or integrate it, playful, easy, please go playful, easy as possible into your daily routine, then it can reduce the potential for that higher blood pressure. And that's like one of the best examples out of all of the health factors.
And if you're having a stressful day or you have a stressful problem, can you take time out and do it then? And that will help calm you down from whatever high level you were at and at least reduce it a little bit? 100
up to 1000%. That's exactly how I did it. I started integrating it, and I really motivate your wonderful audience to try it in the office, at my desk, before meetings, or take a meeting room, sit there for 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, take your time. And even if you are traveling, I was in sales, so I was traveling a lot. You can do it really on the plane, in the train. So wherever you can find these 3 to 5 minutes, you can just use that time and try it. You will feel the difference.
And we're going to talk some more about the benefits of the meditation. But I just want to remind our listeners that you're listening to Sultan Deniz, and she is a business person, and she's become a life and business meditation coach. You're listening to Law You Should Know here on 90.3 WHPC, the voice of Nassau Community College in Garden City, New York. And again, if you missed any portion of the program or the earlier meditation, the podcast is at nccradio.org, and feel free to spread the word. So does this help us take a break and a time out from stress if we're experiencing stress or worried about something? Does this help us to reduce the uncertainty of times, the anxiety of times, to just tone down our anger or concerns?
Also 100%, because we learn to what we are not used to, especially in our daily lives and our very super busy jobs, is we lose contact to ourselves. We are just in that race, in that fast speed of life. And the words unstress and how to reduce our anxiety, it's a way to learn how to balance out that stress, how we can release that anxiety, how we can take better care of ourselves. And the great point is that you just need to take one meditation that you resonate with and just keep going. And there's certainly different kinds of meditation, one that is more for anxiety, one that is more for release of stress. But the ones that I'm sharing today, you can just generally really just start and use. And it's like a small one-stop shop meditation, short version for releasing your anxiety, your overwhelm, that stress. Up to it regulates signs of depression as well. Sometimes we might not be aware of.
So it kind of de-escalates the situation where if we experience rising anxiety about something, the meditation stops it in its tracks and slows it down. And we by listening and focusing on the meditation, we release that anxiety and concern. and replace it with relaxation?
100%. We replace it with relaxation. We replace it with a feeling of safety, of resting, of grounding, of allowing ourselves to act more from a place of calm and more a place of peace, which at the same time is a place of power as well.
This is one of the more effective ways. It might work better and quicker than drugs, and it's non-addicting, but we have to allow it. Is that important? The focus is just to take the time out to do it and then follow your lead and focus on listening and just going with the flow of your guided meditation.
Yes, the beautiful thing there's 2 or 3 very important aspects you mentioned. One is, yes, that's why I started creating guided audio meditations, because I also started working with with CEOs of asset management, with CEOs in general, and started working in the corporate world. And it needs to go, the demand is fast and easy, as you know. And that's the best solution. That's why a guided audio meditation really works everywhere. So when you are not sure how to start or how to continue, even if you're advanced, please go ahead with a guided audio meditation. And we will also share 1 or 2 other versions. And then I want to mention that point that you touched on, drugs. When they started bringing meditation, and I also mentioned yoga, when they made it more accessible to our Western world and brought it over, mostly from India or the Buddhist versions as well, they also mentioned it was the time of peace and love back then, and drugs were a big topic back then. And they said, instead of taking drugs, please meditate. Because why do the people take drugs? They take drugs as an escape. They take drugs because they think it will balance out their system, but really it harms them. And it gives them those feelings of high where they just feel comfortable and safe for a short time. And that feeling and way beyond, you get through meditation. Way beyond. It's, they even mentioned that, and it's the healthiest version possible.
And it's going to work a lot faster too. And there's no doubt, there's no side effects, it doesn't cost much, and it does a lot.
Exactly. No harm to your system, and especially to your nervous system. There's no side effects.
And as you said, aside from our emotions, it's going to help our blood pressure, our breathing, our anxiety level. For the next one, can you do something that deals with anxiety or depression? Is there a special one for that, or a stressful event during the day, or something we're thinking about that's stressful?
I can share one with you. I want to share one with you that is very easy. And it is, as you mentioned, for stress, anxiety, depression, overwhelm. And it's a starting point, but it's a beautiful starting point.
And I just want to remind our listeners, you're welcome to record it. And you can always go to our podcast at nccradio.org to tell someone else about it, or in case you want to listen to it again. And whenever you're ready, Sultan, go ahead.
Yes, I will describe this one. This will totally relax your nervous system, and it allows your nervous system to settle. It is very easy. You can just either sit in your chair or in easy pose, whatever is comfortable for you. And then you roll your shoulders back. You let them drop slightly. That helps you to straighten your spine. And you close your eyes again. And it's very simple. You start focusing on your breath through your nose and out your nose. And in 4 strokes in your nose, we breathe, and 1 stroke with an O shape of mouth out. And I will demonstrate it with my microphone. It is 4 strokes in, nose, 1 out the mouth, O shaped. Completely exhale the air from your lungs. Let's go if you want to, if that's fine in terms of timing. Let's go 1 minute together. Is that fine?
Sure. Go ahead.
Perfect. Let's go. You can close your eyes and on the last inhale through your nose only. Gently hold it. Exhale through your nose. One more time. Inhale nose. Exhale through your nose. Inhale through your nose. And exhale through your nose. And then you can gently open your eyes and you're back with this one. Be gentle with yourself. Do you feel, you can probably feel the difference? It is the technique and
just to go back, during the meditation, you were inhaling 4 times through the nose and then exhaling through the mouth.
Exactly. Inhaling 4 times in strokes through the nose, and you can also apply it the way that I did so that you can hear yourself breathing, and out in O, make an O shape of mouth and completely exhale. And then towards the end, you can set your timer, start with 1 minute and feel into how you feel, how it feels, and then go up to 3 minutes. Side note, if there are any people who had in the past who had strokes or problems with the heart, well, if you had strokes, then please take the guided audio meditation instead. And be mindful always, because you know your body best. Yeah, and then you can start from 1 minute and increase up to 3 minutes. I recommend trying to do it daily once, and you get into the habit and you can feel the difference that it makes.
And we're going to do one more meditation demonstration in a moment, a shorter one. But I just want to remind our listeners that you're listening to Law You Should Know on 90.3 WHPC. We're talking about meditation for lawyers and others, and our special guest is Sultan Deniz, and she's a life and business meditation coach. And just tell us what your website is and what information you have there.
It is Sultan Deniz. Do you want me to spell it?
Yes, maybe? I'll just say it's SultanDeniz.com.
Exactly. .com.
And what information do you have there?
You will find information, well, sure, about myself, but at the same time, you can grab some more free guided audio meditations in there. If you go, just click on meditation and you will have another guided audio meditation up there. And then I invite you to join my inner circle, my tribe. That's a mixture of broad range of everyday people out there, of banker, of some lawyers, of CEOs I really have, and of coaches. It's really broad. And what I share regularly is some free meditations and also some more information and insights to to walk with you on this journey.
And we only have a limited amount of time, so we'll let our audience go to your website for any additional meditations. But tell us any other benefits to lawyers and others of doing the meditation on a regular basis.
When you do it on a regular basis, you will support, well, in these times, definitely your stress level. Well, you will reduce your stress level. You will be more calm. Your spirit will be more calm. Your body will be more calm. Your blood pressure can be more calm. Your mental state, your mental condition will change. If you experience anxiety, overwhelm, and let's speak directly also about partly loneliness out there, because people are experiencing that one too, in COVID, post-COVID. It will reduce all these factors. And if you keep it up and dive and you feel like, whoa, I can integrate it more and more, and that feels good, it can go up to release those elements of overwhelm, anxiety, stress, depression for you.
And someone trying the meditation has everything to gain and really nothing to lose. There's no downside, no side effects. It's just a matter of just focusing for a minute or a few minutes on your words, your relaxation words, and then just taking a few deep breaths, and they'll be in a much better place.
100%. One information, additional, very important, I get a lot. Well, maybe two. If you think you cannot meditate, everybody can meditate. I turned everybody into meditation so far, fingers crossed, but that's not what it is about. It is about you feeling good. And if you do it, and this happens to beginner, intermediary, and advanced, if you feel like, oh, my racing mind, I can still feel it, no worries. Just keep breathing, keep continuing, keep going. That's at the beginning, the part of the journey. It will reduce more and more, and you can change your life.
Okay, thank you very much. So someone can just extend it. You don't have to end it after 3 minutes or a minute. You can just enjoy the moment and extend the feeling of it. So I'd like to thank Sultan Deniz, and her website is sultandeniz.com. Thank you for listening to Law You Should Know here on 90.3 WHPC, the voice of Nass Community College. If you missed any portion of the program or the meditations, just go to nccradio.org, and please join us next week at the same time for another program on Law You Should Know.